Channel name change, the Big Ten's return, and 50 subscribers. We did it. Thank you all for subscribing. As always, be sure to like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching today. We will begin by talking about the latest update to the channel. In the next few days, I will let you all know that there will be a channel name change. It's still going to have my name at the beginning of it, but we're switching over to a brand account. It's going to be Andrew Wilbar Fantasy Football and NFL Draft. I know it's a long name, but those are the primary things that are going to be covered on this channel: fantasy football in the fall. And of course, we'll have other NFL and college storylines that we will follow, and then the NFL Draft in the spring. So you will remain subscribed. Those of you that are subscribed, you're not going to lose the entire station. It's just going to transfer over. You'll see a name change there, so don't worry about it. Still the same channel, same content that we're always having, but we're looking for a better name, hoping to improve the channel in every way that we can. So we're looking forward to that over here. I hope you all will stay subscribed. You will receive the same content that you are getting right now. For those of you that are tuned in for the guitar videos and other stuff like that, I will still have that on the channel. That it's just not, one of the main things of the channel. So I'll still have the exact same content, lots of different things. So all of you can still stay subscribed and still get the same content you were getting before. One of the things that we are going to get into today, away from the channel, is the Big Ten is returning, and I have mixed feelings about it, but I'm happy that they are returning. Just a little bit disappointed with the timing of it. Shouldn't have never happened to begin with. But, of course, the medical information now, all of a sudden, is now safe enough for the players to come and play. So this is really a big win for the Big Ten players who were fighting to play. There are several opt-outs. As a Michigan fan, I'm a little bit disappointed. My guy, Dylan McCaffrey, who I was a huge fan of, he is going to transfer, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. Still excited to see what Joe Milton will bring to the table this fall. It's only going to be a 9-game season. There have been several big players opting out, several draft prospects. Rashad Bateman, Miles Sanders, I'm thinking Penn State, the Micah Parsons, there we go. I was close. Micah Parsons, both potential top 10 draft picks, they have opted out, as well as Rondale Moore, a couple other receivers, Jalen Mayfield, a couple offensive linemen, Rashawn Slater, who could be a late first-round pick, same thing with Wyatt Davis from Ohio State. So they've all opted out. You can have whatever feelings you want on that. But for the most part, players are going to be playing. Should be a very interesting season. Only 9 games. They're supposed to release the schedule by the end of the week. I'm curious to see when they're going to play the Michigan-Ohio State game, as always, as a Michigan fan. But it will be interesting to see how they're going to have a role in the college football playoff. I'm not sure how everything's going to work because not all the conferences are finishing the same week this year. But I'm excited to see how it's going to play out. I'm glad that there will be Big Ten football. I believe it's starting August 24th, if I remember correctly. So don't have too long. I have a little bit over a month to wait. So I'm looking forward to seeing some Michigan football this fall after all, even though I'm not expecting a whole lot. But we'll see what happens when the schedule comes out. That will probably make a huge impact in how I feel about the team. But that's the only football thing I wanted to get into. The other thing, we reached the 50 subscriber mark. I believe we're at 53 subscribers now, so thank you all for subscribing. I really like where we're headed, and again, we're just going to try to keep improving the channel, and one of these things will be coming through a channel name change. I will let you all know that throughout the fall, I will try to get out a start and sit video for you each and every week. That's going to be the main fantasy football video. Also add in, if there's other news stories to get into that have any sort of relation to fantasy football, we'll get into that as well. But there will be a fantasy football video out every week before Sunday's matchups. So I can't promise before every Thursday, but before Sunday, you will get your starts and sits, my fantasy advice, which the first week we didn't do too bad. Outside of Carson Wentz and Deshaun Jackson, I liked some of the sleepers that I gave you guys. Allen Lazard and Anthony Miller both had really nice weeks for those of you that took the advice and started them. Other than that, it was really good. I told you guys to bench Tom Brady. The one thing that didn't work out, I went a little bit too bold and told you guys to bench DeAndre Hopkins. I should have never done that, but I never expected him to have that big of a target share this early in the year. But it will be interesting to see how it all plays out this year. A very wild week 1, and I'm looking forward to breaking it down each and every week for you this fall. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to come back every week for your fantasy football advice. I will give you my best advice. I'm, of course, I'm a commissioner of, I want to say, 4 leagues. I'm in 6. I've been in more than that before in 1 year. So I definitely have a lot of experience in different types of leagues. So I'll try to help you out with any fantasy football question that you have. So be sure to put in the comment section if you have any, and I will answer them in the comment section. If I can get to it before the next video, I'll try to answer it on the next video, but being in the busy time that we're in the world of sports, especially with football, with college on Saturdays, pros on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, there's no guarantee I will get it out before the game comes when you need that question answered. But I will answer it in the comment section if you put in a fantasy question. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.